Presentation of our today's special value was at over 4,000. 4,700 already out the door, and that's 2,000 just in our show this morning. Because if you are someone that when you put your outfit together, you just want to be able to have a shoe that you know works. And when I say works, I mean, of course, it complements whatever you're wearing. A trouser, a jean, a jogger, and then think ahead a few months, maybe it is even a beautiful skirt or a summer dress. That works. But you also want one that's going to work for your body, that's going to help bring your body back to your natural alignment. That's the difference when you wear a shoe that has a footbed that's designed by a podiatrist, that has the American Podiatric Medical Association seal of approval. Because this Vio Motion with the flex in the right places, that ultra soft pebbled leather that the second you put these on out of the box, they will feel like they're already broken in. No need to put on a little like boo-boo band to keep them from rubbing. They won't because they're leather. That's the difference of picking up quality and Vionic, which is why many of you spend about $130 for a shoe in this brand. Not today. Our today's special value, it's under $100. It's about a $30 difference, shipping to you for free. Let me show you all the colors because with medium and wide widths available in whole and half sizes, this exclusive style has been very, very popular. You get an expert engineered footbed and a streamlined loafer inspired upper. So the most limited right out of the gate is that Magnolia Dusk. We only have 1,100 to go around. It is not even 9 a.m. Eastern time. Close to 5,000 already spoken for. Now the dark khaki, that's a great way to incorporate a color, but it's a neutral. It'll go with everything, especially if you love to wear earth tones or the color of the year, that mocha mousse. Khaki's a great complement to that. If you need that great work shoe, you want something that feels a little more professional, because as much as you want to wear your sneakers to work, you can't because of dress code, or you just want the more professional impression, get these. Black outsole, black leather upper, and they look really polished. The one that I love is the oatmeal. I love a neutral shoe because it'll go with everything, especially if you love prints and color, get oatmeal. That one's been our most popular. We also have the navy blazer. So that's a really dark navy blazer. The outsole is almost a nice gray blue to complement that leather upper. And then right up on top, oh, that's silver. Okay, so here's what I would do. I would buy the silver, and then for me, I would get silver and I'd get oatmeal. Or I'd get silver and I'd go black, right? So I would consider more than one at today's special value price. A 670701. Monica Tenorino is joining us. She's our go-to when it comes to Vionic. She specializes in, yes, comfort footwear, but this isn't any comfort footwear. This is podiatrist designed. Why is that so important?
You know, when we see all these great sneakers, it's a category that we've incorporated into every part of our wardrobe, but they're not all created equal. So a lot of the times you get this great stylish look, but with nothing on the inside. So you're really lacking that support that you need. And everything at Vionic is really created with balance and, you know, stability in mind so that you really can move dynamically while feeling really stable within that shoe. And really, it lets you go all day, right?
Yeah.
So we talk about this like, we don't want to be on our feet and be in so much pain that it prohibits us from doing whatever it is that the day takes us to do. And you see all of those components here. So it's that stability in the heel, the arch support, all the cushioning, and the flexibility. So you're able to get all of these components. We bring the foot back into alignment, which essentially brings everything else up that follows, the ankles, the knees, the hips, the low back, you know, everything kind of really put into the place where it should be. That alignment comes back into play, and it affects the way you feel all day.
If your feet aren't happy, you ain't happy.
Exactly.
And you're more likely when you're out with your grandkids or your family to say, you know what, I'll go grab a seat. You guys pop over and go do this or that. I'll come join you in a minute. No, I want you a part of the action. Life is too short not to be. To not be with your family, to not enjoy the moment. So give yourself a comfortable footbed, that foundation that we all need. And you don't have to spend the $130 to do it. You grab them today for a shoe that you're wearing now and into the next seasons, spring and summer, all the things. Here's your black. We've got the oatmeal is what I have on. I love this nice neutral. We also have navy, and it's called navy blazer. It's almost that like, is it black?
Is it
like
black?
It's so dark. I love it. I love it.
Very
I love
chic.
it. And then this one's that blue horizon. It's called vintage blue horizon, or I guess just vintage blue.
Yes.
Okay, vintage blue. Magnolia Dusk. almost has this hint of like a lavender or mauve.
Really pretty neutral.
It's kind of nice if you like to do a neutral, but you're saying, I want to switch it up
And
a
it's
little, but I don't want
something
to
new. Right.
deviate too
Right,
far.
and I'm guessing you probably don't have too much of that in your wardrobe in footwear already, so
Feels
that's a great
fresh.
place to do something new and fresh.
And then here's that dark khaki as well. Medium and wide widths, whole and half sizes. We're gonna break down the footbed in just a second and talk more about how it fits. But before we do, I wanna go to a very cold state. Wisconsin.
You know all about very cold states.
I do. Yeah, I grew up in between Wisconsin. But Suzanne is giving us a call and sharing her Vionic story. Good morning, Suzanne. You're live
Morning,
on air.
Suzanne.
I'm Allie, and this is Monica.
Good morning, ladies. Good morning.
How are you? I hope it's not too cold where you are.
I'm in my apartment. I could care less what's going on outside.
She's cozy.
I love your attitude.
Right.
So, Suzanne, you've worn Vionic for a little while. What do you love about Vionic?
It's that insole. I have, I don't know if it's just me. I don't think so. My feet really need that extra arch, the extra heel cushioning, and Vionic fills all my needs for as long as I've had them now, a couple of years since they first started on QVC.
Oh, wow.
And I even have, I've purchased the insoles to put into other shoes.
Perfect.
Smart.
And I couldn't believe the special value. I thought, that's it. I'm going on a trip. I need good shoes that are attractive.
Yeah.
That's a good
And that's
move.
it. That's the one pair I'm taking.
Oh, that's
it.
smart. Where are you traveling?
Yeah, we're going to Croatia and Albania.
Oh, how
That's going to be
So there's
fun.
going to be a lot of walking with the group. Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
That's, Suzanne, that's really smart because with the slip-on, you can wear them easily in the airport, but then for all of the
Yes.
traveling, and I bet you'll go to like a museum or sightseeing, but you'll probably find a nice place to have dinner.
You have to do
Absolutely.
a lot of walking.
And the
yeah.
shoe is perfect for all those things. I'm so glad you've
Super
trusted
That's right.
us.
Too. If you're not going to wear them to the airport, super packable because
Yeah.
you have that great bottom, could line them up. And,
Yeah.
you know, we said it when we put them on this morning, they're like deconstructed. So you're going to love the leather. This is going to be such a great,
Yeah,
breathable
you're not going to
item
have
to walk around in.
break them in before your trip. Well, have a wonderful trip. And Suzanne, what color did you
Thank
pick
you.
up?
I got the black because of the black sole. Because
Smart.
I can wear it even if we dress up. And it'll
Perfect.
look just fine.
Yeah, you are a smart shopper. Well, I hope you have a trip of a lifetime.
Enjoy.
Where in Wisconsin are
Thank
you
you.
calling us from?
From Heartland, about
Heartland.
half hour from Milwaukee, half hour from Madison, either way.
Oh,
it's
wonderful.
cold with the wind chill,
Yeah.
32 below.
Yeah. Okay, well, stay warm. But thank you so
Oh,
much
yes.
for giving us a call, Suzanne. Have an amazing trip.
Enjoy, yes. Have a great time.
Thank you.
Bye, Suzanne.
Thank you. All right, bye.
So
See,
much fun.
What a great, so to Suzanne's point for travel, now she's loved Vionic for years and loves the support, but as a travel shoe, so you have that one shoe that you can pack with you that's gonna fit all of your needs. This is designed from a top-selling loafer. It was inspired by that top-selling loafer.
Yes.
So you get this really clean look. If you want it to look dressier, it's almost a chameleon. It could be a dressy loafer. It could be a more sporty athleisure shoe.
Yes.
It can also fill that gap of a ballet flat or a Mary Jane that's not giving you the support like a Vionic insole is. Can we see the insole in action?
Absolutely.
Because-
And you know, you're popping yours out and it's navy. I'm
Yeah.
popping mine out, it's oatmeal. They all match back to that upper.
Great.
And I also want to point out, look at all of the goring. We're wearing them and you can almost not even see the gore because it matches so beautifully with the uppers. But you have all of this gore that's right at that flex point again where you're going to bend and move. So if you're out there getting those steps in, if you're traveling and you're doing a ton of sightseeing and walking or just going about your day, this is built for movement. It is that dynamic movement that we want you to see. And you can see those flex grooves just bending where your foot bends in the forefront of your foot. And then of course, all that soft leather is just feels amazing.
Yeah.
But you said it, Allie, that insole, this is really where all the magic happens. And this is what's gonna differentiate our little slip-on double gore from all the other ones you'll see out in the market because you're getting that stability. That's gonna prevent your foot from rolling in or pronating. That we'll show you in a second. That arch support that meets the curves and contours of your feet, that flex and cushioning, and all of those little grooves up front. You're gonna get such a wonderful walking experience from this. And just even when you're standing, you stand differently when you're supported well.
Well, even Suzanne was like, I mean, my feet really need it. She's, I can't be the only one. She's not.
She's
I mean,
not.
over 4,000 just today, over 2,000 in our show. You're picking up on a Vionic shoe. And if you've experienced Vionic, what we're showing you,
Nothing new.
you know this because you feel it. But if you haven't, this is the difference of wearing a podiatrist designed footbed.
Exactly, and we do this demo often because it shows you instantly what that change looks like from a scientific point. And it's such an easy thing to see because we've got Kylene's foot here that we've drawn the line on, and you can see how her ankle's twisted. You can see how the shin is twisted, all because that foot is rolling in on that hard, flat, unnatural surface looking for support. If I give her a manual adjustment here and I pull her back into place, this is where we want the line to be. See how straight that line is actually drawn? My drawing skills aren't that bad. I don't usually draw crooked, but when I let her go, you can see how that whole line, it shifts over. I mean, the ankle points out. It actually looks very painful to me. And we really want to get everything stacked one on top of the other so that would give the support she needs on the interior there where the arch is. It would give her the stability in the back of the heel. And then we would see everything one on top of the other stacked to really get that alignment going. And to put her back into that alignment, it means the ankles, the knees, the gait, the back, everything is really working together. So I'm going to take out just that insole. I'm going to have Kylene step just into the insole without the shoe. You can see, look at how straight that is now. You've got the ankle at much better place here. You've got everything lining up, and it really does affect the mobility, the way you walk, the way your gait moves.
Yeah.
You know, we want a more even, balanced movement.
That's what we talk about, the like biomechanical
Yes,
movement.
footbed.
The Vio Motion is because you're up and moving. And when we get to a certain age and you're in that age of possibility, we know how important staying active is. Staying moving, taking trips like Suzanne is taking, and having great shoes that are going to give you the support. Let this be that piece that you know you can wear your Vionic, and now you can go do the things that you love, whether it's take that trip, whether it's just a day trip, or maybe like Suzanne, who's probably taken a couple flights to get where she's going. You have something that you know you're going to feel good in, and you get to live your best life and be a part of it. Instead of just sitting on the sidelines, just listen. You don't have to be the one that's just catching up on social media about what everybody else is doing. What if you're the one that's out there, you're enjoying your life, you're the one who's taking the trip or having an adventure. You get to be the one to share share about that on social media instead of watching everybody else's stories. What if you're making this story? Because life is too short to not feel good. So can I show you all the colors? And think about too, now I will say, the style as a whole is one of those shoes that can sit by your back door.
Yep.
And no matter what you've put on that day, today, on a day like today, it's probably a pant, most likely a jean, or even like our fleece wear with stretch, little boot cut from Cuddle Duds. That would work really nicely too. But as we head into the next season, it could be with a crop, a capri, a short, a skirt. The same shoe works. And if you're like me and you wear a boot into work because you scrape off your car and you don't want to track in all of the salt, you change your shoes, this is the shoe that you change into. You're wearing it now immediately, and you're wearing it all year long. It's a 4-season shoe. So this one's that silver. I love the metallic.
I know, so great.
It's really fun.
If you love to dress up and wear, you know, because this is so acceptable to wear, that silver is really something. I love it.
We have it in vintage blue. So this is that beautiful horizon blue. It's called vintage blue. Then we have magnolia dusk. That one has been very limited. There's only about 1,100. I tend to, with 5,000 spoken for, I love like neutrals. I always pick like a safety. But then I get it home and I think it's kind of boring. So here's what I think. This is the safety. However, it's got that little bit of interest. So it's just like a little sidestep to something different. You don't have a color like this, but it'll go with everything.
For sure.
I mean, really all of these, you wear them now, they go with everything. So just think about colors that you typically pair back within your wardrobe. If you love earth tones, I would go with that dark khaki.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna look great with jeans. Or if you love sometimes like a little boho, but earthy shades, rusts, and chocolates, and mochas, even blacks and browns work with dark khaki.
For sure.
Speaking of black, this is what Suzanne in Wisconsin picked up for her trip. She wanted something a little dressier so that she could do sightseeing, but then also
Head
go
out to dinner.
or if you go to a show when you're traveling. This is your all black, fully flooded, like top to bottom, no contrast stitching. I always love an oatmeal. I love the light shade, especially with light denim, with creamy colored pants and things like that. It works with everything. Plus for me and my skin tone, when I wear it with short